हेलो ग्लाडी भाई, क्या हाल? क्या कर रहे हो? नथिंग। क्या सिर्फ कोलाब में रहना है क्या? भाई आते ही कोलाब का एकदम से रिक्वेस्ट आया, मैं डर गया। मैं कहा क्या हुआ ये? ऐसे ही आ रहा था, गलती से भेज दिया। अरे कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं। मैं कहा कर लेते हैं, कोई बात नहीं। अगर सेम गेम भी नहीं खेल रहे तो भाई कोलाब में तो बैठ ही सकता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। कर रहे हो क्या? आज स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो आप? मैंने विंडो क्लोज कर दी। चलो कोई नहीं। वो तो दोबारा खोल लो, कोलैब तो रहेगा ही। ना ना। ओके। चलो आई क्लोज दिस देन। हाय अलोहा, वेलकम इन। हाउ आर यू? ओजी मॉड। ओजी मॉड सर। About to sleep? Ah, I see, I see. Before you go to bed. Oh wait, you have an exam. Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. I'm calling you an OG, not old. Hi Kawa, welcome in. I was gonna say help me with one of the puzzles, no? Help me with one level. We'll do one level of Escape Simulator, then an hour of Forza, and I think at 12, I think I'll be playing COD with my brothers. Escape Sim, you're smart, you got this. Hi, Escape Sim. Ah, sure, sure, I'll help. Chalega. Help me, I need help. Last time I was about to fail. I almost failed last time. Do the Among Us one? Is it in this? Extras? Hi, Ghost Viking. Give me a sec. We're Among Us, I think. We're Among Us clothes. Oh. Hmm. Wait, let me check. There might be some. Magic Wild West Spy. What's steampunk? Original versus Omega Corporation. How is everyone doing? I forgot to ask. How are you, Ghost Viking? Hmm. Ghost character. Good night, Plaza. Good night, Aloha. Have a good rest. Take care. Thank you for hopping in. I'm good, Ghost Viking. I'm good. Doing good. Just woke up a few hours ago. 2 hours ago, I think. Yeah, around 8. I took a nap before the stream, had dinner, and now we're here. I don't think we have much time, so let's start with the level, I think. Chamber of the Dead. That's the name of the level today. Okay. Where's the timer? Timer is there. 15 minutes. Owl something. It's gotta break something, right? Okay. Just doing some work while waiting for my beer. Oh, I see. Is that something I need to... Jar needs... Might have to break that. Oh no! No, 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 no. Don't want to discard that. Oh, it looks like a lung, I think. Oh. What's this? Huh. Okay. More of these, okay. Do I have to complete it so that... in such a way? I don't understand this. Pray to the mummies. They got mummified. Can I break this? Okay. Round stones. Got a token. There's a watch. Are these buttons? Yeah, these are buttons. Did they come out? Oh. Dumb. Note. What does the note say? Let's see, what does this have? Oh. This might be something. Oh. This. Then this. Something has to have opened up. Okay, that opened up. Heart. Does heart go there? What if I throw this? Can't throw this. Oh shit. That doesn't look like a heart. That looks like a stomach. That might be the heart. I don't know right now. That looks like junk. There are always clues around the map, but you need to find the clues. Yeah. But what are the clues? It looks like you need to place something here. Do I give him this? Wait, what? Did something open up? This opened up. No? Oh, I need wing as well. Do I get these wings? Okay, we need to open this, so we need a key. Let's check this. 2 6 6 6 Okay, snake is... Wait, snake, owl, and what's this one? Line. A line is 2. Okay. Owl is greater than 2. Owl is greater than 1. Oh shit. Five, it's greater than 5. I think it's 6. Owl is 6. Owl is 6, I think. Owl is 6. Owl is 6. Lion was 2, I think. What's snake now? What is snake? Snake is 3, I think. Oh. So snake is, I think, 5, no? No, 4. Snake is 4. Snake is 4. Oh, let's go. Got this. Huh. I still need the wing. Rolling in the deep. Oh, plant pot. Can I break this? No, not this one. What's the use of this? There must be some use of the shovel, no? For... How do I do this?
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Okay, buddy. Five minutes left. I need hint. What? Wait, 3. This one's different. Oh, I got a key. 1. Come on, open up. Chalice. He might need chalice in here. No. No chalice here. No? It looks like that would require a chalice. Monkey. Gold coins. What's the use of gold coins? 3. What's this? Intestine. Okay. Lung. That looks like... Don't know. That looks like the stomach. There should be something else. I tried. There's no way. I'm not able to pick them up. Is that it? Maybe. Shovel. No. What do I do with that? With the crowbar, it says. No, I can't. Oh! Oh shit. Oh, that are the wings. The wings are hard. Wait. Wings mean bird, right? Bird has to have hard. This one has to be a spider. Spider and lion. Lion, spider, wing. Lion, wing, spider. Oh. Human headed lid. What do I do with this? How do I know which one goes where? 9th. Fifth. Let's see. No. There should be some clues somewhere. I don't understand. I got this one. Got this one. How do I place them? How much time is left? Oh, I lost. And you kind of push me away. That's it. I think I've lost it. I don't understand. How do I do this? I don't understand, man. Dog. Monkey. Does it not matter like which one it is? Hmm. Can it be like moved any side? No, right? There's like specific sides they're gonna look at if you place them at certain points. It looks at that way. Which way do I want them to look? I don't understand. That's how you fucking spell friends. Friends. I understand nothing. Same. Like I know I need to place these, but how? I don't know. I don't understand this one. And I've run out of clues. Oh! Oh, this compass! Think maybe compass. What does the compass give me? Let's keep all the instructions. Hmm. That's not. Hmm. Got this, got this. What? There's some use of this. Oh! I stumbled upon these mummifying jars. As I understand, they represent 4 sons of Horus. The lungs were guarded by Hapi, a baboon-headed god representing North. Lungs on Hapi. The jackal-headed god representing the East, Duamutef, guarded the stomach. Jackal East stomach. Jackal East stomach. Is this a stomach? I think so. Yeah, this is the stomach. What's a jackal again? Falcon Jackal. Then what's left? Imnesty, the human-headed god representing the south, guarded the liver. Liver, south, human over here, falcon over there. Yeah, take this. Fucking hell, man. So close, but so far away. Oh shit. No one told me I was on this screen. What the fuck? I played it on that screen. No. Someone could have told me I was on this screen. No one thought that was a good thing to tell me. Oh, Bloom Badge level 2. Ghost Viking, Bloom Badge level 2. How do you get the Bloom Badge? I want one as well. Bound to get together. Oh, I don't know. So shut up and dance with me. One level done. Back to Forza. Let's find some new cars. Forza. Oi. Not to be together. Thank you, Ghost King. Oh, you don't have to set game. I think it's just game and Forza Horizon 6. I. Where's my controller though? Where did I keep my controller? Oh, I am going blind. Right here in front of me. Shut up and dance. Shut up and dance with me. It's a moment of destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Most successful car is is a Jimmy. Is a Jimmy that I have. That's my most successful car. How? Series update 21st festival playlist. Okay.
Welcome back, X.
Thank you. I think I'm liking the music I have on today. So streamer mode on. Save and continue. A gift from a generous driver in the barn. Nice to see. Wait. Wait. Well, shit. From the sun. Collection journal. What do I have? Fireworks and credits. Nice. Credits always go a long way, man. If I'm gonna get something, give me credits. Ooh, new car. Ford Focus RS. And I was gonna buy this car. Register. Oh, Civic Hyper R. Damn, good one. That's a good one. Civics are always a good one, man. You can easily build them into some really nice ones. There it is. That's my Evolution. Huh. 2 new cars for free? Yeah. Where is my BMW? I got a BMW as well, I think. No? Yeah, this one. Competition Coupe. I think I want to change the design to something else. I don't want a pink car. Nothing against the color, but I don't want one. Purple I'm fine with. Like the My Son car. I'm fine with that. LA plus darkness. I think there are more designs today than there were yesterday. Which one might be a good option? The Nyan Cat. Mitsuzu Drift. Maybe not. Definitely not the Lightning McQueen one. Oh, the Venom one. The Venom one might be good. Akatsuki. We're making it a Akatsuki car. Nyan Cat. No, it's gonna be an Akatsuki cat. It looks so good. It looks so good. Oh snap, that looks good. I'm losing my mind over it. It does. It looks really good. And I haven't gone on this road, so let's go with it. Let me open this road, because I don't think I've ever gone on this one. Road discovery, let's go. Assassin's Blade has done even more now. Yeah, ये ऋषि भाई है ना अकेले अकेले खेल लेते हैं. He always plays alone. You नहीं बुला ले. Ah shit. I wonder if my PC can handle the extreme graphic quality. You wanna check? Wanna fuck up the system again? Oh, I don't think it would be able to. GPU is almost crashing. GPU is almost crashing. I don't think I can, man. I don't think we should do it. No. Ultra is more than enough then. My PC is gonna die. Thing is, PC is still okay, but if the stream dies, then it's a different thing. It would be fun, but your PC might crash. Yeah. That's what I'm worried about the most. Let's smack this shit. Where's the thing? Where's the mascot? Oh. An egg in a tub. He has destroyed 65 mascots. Okay, buddy. Nachiran. Is this like one of the qualifiers one? That's what I want to know. Discover Japan. I was there for you in your darkest times. I was there for you in your darkest night. No qualifier? Yeah, I think so. Come back to me. So I'm falling, but nothing will see you. Should we go for a S2 race? I mean, we can. There's nothing stopping us. Let's go for an S2 race. I want to see fast cars. Discover Japan. Nachiran. Start race event. Am I in first? No, I'm not. Supra. No, this is not a Supra. This was a Banvine. Not a Supra, this one. I'm definitely faster than that guy, but I don't want to mess up on the turns. I think I made him crash. I think I made him crash. I could have made him crash. And there's someone behind me again. Shit, no. I saw that. No, you're not getting in front. Come on, no. Ah, I think that guy has the same car as me. No. Oh, I hate this guy. Fuck off! Come back! Hands rolling now. Okay. No, 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 no. Don't crash into me, man. That might be the win. Let's go! Let's go. What do you mean? Let's go. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Recommended wind. I don't want to do recommended ones, man. I want to do it on my own. Let's kill that mascot.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh, you can't do that in this one. Unlike these straight roads, this one is actually really good. But when it's turned to like turn and stuff, there's some slipperiness that goes on. See that? Like it's literally very good for straight lines. But as soon as you... Oh, Alexa is live right now? Yeah, I think so. Oh wait. Oh wait, I need my streak, man. I'm gonna lose my streak. It's okay, I think I'll lose my streak then. Billboards, how many does he have? He has 43. Brother has been doing nothing but breaking billboards and stuff. Mascot gone.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Let's go. One more billboard over here.
You have arrived at your destination.
I'm stuck again. Oh, you can't break those. Maybe I should stop. Assassin is a mascot hunter. He is. He is. He is. He is. Let's go for those two.
When it is safe to do so.
Thing is, I want to reach that level as well. I want to complete all of them. Power out. Power out. Now we gotta
400
see
meters. Turn left.
if my PC can stay awake for like 15 minutes for power to come back. I'm gonna reduce the music so I can hear what's going on. Bro, my power's out. Area discovered, okay. Where's the mascot? Show me the mascot. There it is. Wow, it's too slow. Power's not back yet. Bring my power back. There's a power card. Is it back? No. I think I'll have to raid right now. Gotta raid, man. Gotta raid. Have to raid. Let's see. Stream manager. The power's out, man. I can't do anything about this. My bad, guys. I was gonna stream for late night, but what can you do? We'll go to Olax's stream. If power comes back, I might come back. Let's see. Thank you for the raid message. Take care, guys. Good night. Bye bye. I'll see you maybe in a few hours or maybe tomorrow, okay? Thank you for joining. Take care. Bye.